We always thought alien life would come from the stars. But it came from deep beneath the Pacific.
Alright, what's going on, everybody? My name is Austin, or as most of you know me, Thundershot.
And I'm Nicole.
And I'm starting a new thing on this channel where I'm going to be doing movie reviews with Nicole. The idea behind it is that you get the opinion of both male and female, so you know if you really want to see this movie or not. But without further ado, I guess we should get underway. Today we're going to be reviewing for you Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim is a movie about monstrous sea creatures who are starting a war with Earth, and we create these weapons called Jaegers to destroy them. And they're just giant robots, and two people control them, and the people are linked with their minds. So
Sea creatures and robot monsters fight each other, and it kicks ass. First thing we want to get to today is what we did not like about the movie.
I didn't like how we didn't really get to know very much about the monsters, like where they came from and all that stuff.
There are a lot of parts in this movie that are mildly confusing where you get the general idea of what it's trying to tell you, but you kind of want to look at it again because there are just a few parts that are a little bit fuzzy that it would kind of help if they were just...
They could have elaborated more.
So it's definitely not a movie ruiner, but they could have explained a little bit more. Also, another thing I noticed about this movie, it's not necessarily the worst thing in the world, but I did throw it in the dislike category. And not to put up any spoilers or anything like that, but this movie is very predictable in parts.
There were parts of the movie when I was just sitting there and I was like, oh yeah, that's going to happen next. I know what's going to come after this part, and it did. So those are really the only dislikes we had for it. There weren't that many faults in the movie.
So now we're going to go ahead and move on to what we liked about the movie.
I really like the action scenes in this movie. They're really easy to follow and very clear.
Yeah, it wasn't like a Transformers 1 where everything was all zoomed in and you couldn't see any of the action. All you saw was metal clanking and stuff. There were definitely some really badass fight scenes in this movie. Going off of how badass the action scenes were and all the cool fighting and everything like that, that was basically the whole movie. There were very few, if any, dull moments. They managed to keep a lot of fighting and a lot of super cool stuff going on throughout the entire movie without stopping to waste your time telling a big-ass storyline.
And despite its length, whenever you're sitting there watching it, you don't even realize it's 2.5 hours long.
Yeah, I always considered that to be a good movie point because I noticed that as well. So I figured if a movie's really long and you don't notice it because it's so freaking awesome, that's probably a good thing. Okay, so my final review on this movie is that I think men, boys, dudes of all ages would really enjoy this movie. It's packed with action the whole way through. There's not a lot you have to follow. Like I said, parts are confusing, but you still get the main idea of everything you were looking for. And if you are a guy, you're probably going to like this one. It doesn't matter how old or young you are. You can take your little kids to go see this one. I think there's minimal cussing if I heard much. And it's all just ass-kicking and guns ablaze badass. So yeah, definitely go watch this.
My final review is I really liked it. It was a good movie. I saw previews for it, and I didn't expect to like it as much as I did. But if you're a girl and you're more into romance movies and chick flicks, you probably won't like this, but it was a really good movie. So in the end, I gave it a 4 out of 5 rating because some parts were confusing, and I would have liked to know more about the kaiju, but the action scenes were awesome.
I completely disagree with that rating. I would give it a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 100 out of 100. I love that movie. A lot of people are probably going to disagree with me because a lot of people don't think perfect is a good enough, no movies are perfect except Avatar and Star Wars and stuff. No, I like this movie. Definitely worth the watch, definitely worth the money. Go see it in theaters.
So that's it for our movie review of Pacific Rim.
Yeah, if there's anything else we could do to help improve future reviews, I want you to let me know down in the comment section down below. If there's any parts we could have elaborated on more, without giving away spoilers, obviously. If there's another element perhaps we need to add to our reviews, let me know in the comment section down below. That would really help us out a lot. But that looks like we're wrapping things up here, so I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm Austin.
I'm Nicole.
And we will see you guys next time.
Bye. Awesome. Nailed it. You're dynamite. 4 out of 5. Definitely.